So you're doing Bastok tonight? I am doing Bastok right now, baby. Let's go. Create character. All right. We are gonna go ahead and make a Galka. I just, I heard about that, so I wanted to talk about it. All right, right now we are gonna go ahead and do starting Bastok, and we're gonna make a white mage. Let's go, baby. I don't know if this character is taken. It is. There we go. 2 times Astro Rings, let's go. All right, guys, the Republic of Bastok, this nation was established in southern Quan by the Humes, a people with great technological ingenuity. The president is elected by popular vote. Once a small mining town, the capital city of Bastok prospered. When Mithril was discovered in the surrounding mountains, in time it grew onto the greatest industrial power it is today. In the southern part of the capital live the Mighty Galka. They tirelessly work the mines and forges that drive Bastok's economy. Okay. Let's go. Iron Rod. Okay, so you get a Bastokan ring is what you start with if you are a Galka or a human and you start in Bastok. Hit points +3, dexterity +1, vitality +1. Thankfully, no matter what class you are, hit points +3 and vitality 1 will help everyone. So this ring is very useful for everyone. Melee classes is going to help out more because you get a dexterity as well. So great starting ring. Your dude looks like he skips leg day. Oh, I know, right? All right. Trade. Get my money. Get my money, sucker. So you don't start with Dia? You don't start with any kind of magic, like besides Cure? Oh, that's horrible. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go outside and we're just gonna do some killing. Okay, we're gonna go to South Gustaberg, whatever. There are some great repeatable quests. Okay, the one that I recommend, well, I don't know which one I'm gonna recommend yet. Okay, I really don't. All right, it's going to either the repeatable. I'm either gonna recommend, in my opinion, one of two. It's going to either be the Flintstones one that gives you 100 gil each time you turn in 4 Flintstones, or it's going to be Minesweeper where you're going to get 150 gil every time you turn in 3 Zaroon suit. I have a feeling it's going to be Minesweeper, just because of the fact that all enemies in Zaroon mines drop it, and there's enemies in Zaroon mines that start like at level 3 or something like that. I believe Zaroon soot drops from Dingbats that are like level 1 to 3. So I would recommend, and river crabs in the Zaroon mines as well, but they start at level 2 to 4. So I would personally go outside before you try to do Minesweeper. Kill some stuff right outside of Gustaberg. Get to like level 3 and then go to Zaroon mines and try that out. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how it works out. Okay, we'll see how it works out. Let's go ahead and just look and take a first look at what you can get with your conquest points besides the rings that you can get everywhere. Okay, let's go to 1,000-point items. I know they have one item that's like literally best in slot. It's amazing. The Legionnaire's Knuckles. There it is, guys. Okay, if you are a monk and you are not starting off in Bastok, that's fine. But make sure that you have a friend who is from Bastok and is not a freaking monk, and trade them something that they need with your points from your starting city for the Legionnaire's Knuckles, and then just trade it through the mail or something like that, because you want these Legionnaire's Knuckles. These are fantastic when you hit level 10. Accuracy +2, attack +3, damage +4, and delay 96. It's kind of a little, it's a higher delay, but the accuracy and attack bonus is freaking lit. Okay, so you're gonna really like that. Okay, crossbow. There's no reason to buy that crossbow for any class starting out. There's less expensive options for pulling. Don't waste your money. Legionnaire's Axe, level 10, damage 13. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna be honest here. if you really want to have a level 10 or 11 axe, rather than spending 1,000 points on this one, create yourself if you're starting off in Bastok, create yourself a mule from Sandoria. Okay, do the quest called the Pickpocket in Port Sandoria. If you didn't see my video on Sandoria, watch the video. It's called the Pickpocket. It's stupid easy to do. You can do it with a level 1 character. It might take you a few times because you might get aggroed by orcs. It might take you a few times to try it, but you know, you will succeed, and it'll take you maximum 15 minutes to get yourself a free one-handed level 11 axe with 14 damage. So I would recommend that over spending money on the Legionnaire's axe. But so far the Legionnaire's knuckles is lit. Legionnaire's cap has 1 intellect on it. Fantastic if you are a red mage. As far as starter classes, nobody else really wants, and nobody else is really going to use that. So I would only recommend it for a red mage. Anything else, it's a waste of 1,000 gil, in my opinion. Legionnaire's mitts, attack +3. Warrior, buy it. Monk, buy it. Red mage, buy it. Thief, buy it. If you're in the face of an enemy, warrior, monk, red mage, thief, buy it. Great knuckles. Sandoria has an equivalent to this. Windurst does not. But then again, Windurst doesn't really have anything, so there's that. Okay, Legionnaire's leggings. I wouldn't spend money on this. I wouldn't spend 1,000 gil on 1,000 points on this. Legionnaire's staff. I would not spend 1,000 points on that. So that's what I would recommend. The sandy gloves does not include monk. No, it does not include monk. Make friends. You're so sick of fishing. You're thinking of doing monk to 18 to farm, then doing my white mage and red mage. It's not a bad decision. Okay, 2,000 point items, guys. Decurian's hammer. Don't waste your money. Legionnaire's harness. Not worth it. It looks cool though. Legionnaire's Sublagar, 1 vitality. Make friends with somebody in Sandoria and wear the pants better, unless you really like to walk around in the thong. That's up to you though. Mithra. Decurian's dagger, accuracy +2, but if you're using a dagger at 20 as a thief, not a great decision in my opinion. Wasp Sing sucks. You should be using a sword, in my opinion. Fast blade for the win. So that's it. So those are my recommendations. Going into 3,000 point items on a low level guide is pointless. Oh, did I? Oh shit, my bad. I cured the sandworm. There you go, that's better. Oh, and I'm out of mana. You know, white mage is really not going to be that hard a level. It's just going to be time consuming. You know what I mean? It's just going to be time consuming. You have to stop. You have to, you know, stop a whole lot more. Well, I don't know. It's going to be slower. It is definitely going to be slower. Don't do it. Don't do it. Mine. Get out of here. Look at that little Mithra. I could smell her walking up to me. Ding. They're kind of trying to take my worm. Trying to take my worm. Girl, what's up? Oh, that was nice. Dang, bro. My freaking Galka putting in work, dude. Here's a question. What's one thing that you guys hope Horizon never implements? One thing that Horizon never implements. Fields of Trust. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I was saying that to my freaking girlfriend in the car today. I don't know if I was saying it to her actually, but I was thinking it. Yo, I was like, I hope, because I was watching a video. I was watching Hunting for Games, and he was doing his you know, his final Valkyrie Dunes thing, his final Valkyrie Dunes stream. It was like a video on YouTube like from a year ago, and I saw the trust and I'm like, dude, I know that is content later on, but I hope to God that freaking that they never ever implement freaking trusts, in my opinion, are game breaking. Oh, December 7th. What's your Galka's name? I was PS2 as well. I use my PS2 controller. It's nice. Flintstones. I think it's 3 Flintstones, or is it? It's 4 Flintstones. Okay, so I need 4 Flintstones. So I need 1. Oh, did I just get it? Legit, bro. Flash in the pan. Okay, 4 Flintstones. This quest does seem like it is. Oh, also, there is one stipulation with this quest. You can only turn in 4 Flintstones once every 15 minutes. So it's not one of those things where you're going to want to get a whole bunch of Flintstones and turn them in endless, you know, perpetuity, whatever, like you can the rabbit hides in Sandoria, for instance. Okay, but you're going to get 100 gil. Bam. And that's enough for me to buy what I want to buy, which is Dia. Be legit if I was. You're pulling it up on PC? Oh my god, I will freaking love it if I was in that link shell. Somebody? Oh my god! Oh! It's just like having ties to somebody on Horizon that was in the same link shell as me in retail. You guys don't know how much I love Final Fantasy 11. Like, it does things to me. Okay, it just like tickles me right there. I love Final Fantasy 11. Okay, say that LS name 5 times fast. Secret. That's shit. So we bought the Scroll of Dia, guys, from Sororo. Let's go ahead and use that sucker. What is it? It's just like damage over time, right? Lowers an enemy's defense and gradually deals light elemental damage. Okay. I clearly am a Sandorian native. Sandoria. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? That's the yo. What I love about Sandoria, we touched on this the other night. I love how nationalistic they are. I think it's so funny. I love how like Sandorians are just jerks. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has like a story. Everybody who's not Sandorian has a negative story about Sandorians. Okay, everybody has something to say about us. Like 3 days ago or something like that, 4 days ago, I was chatting. I was looking in Sandorian chat. And all of a sudden, we're just like doing our thing in Sandorian chat. You know, we're the best. Our shit don't stink. We're so much better than everybody else. You know, Sandorian chat. And then freaking North, this one cat North, who's a Windursian, comes into our chat and legit, not joking, guys, can you guys stop putting all the freaking Sandorian flag emojis on all of the chat in the Windursian chat, please? It's getting annoying. Like, I kid you not, this legit happened. And then Mikia had to step in because she's like an admin, and she had to step in. She's like, guys, let's try and be respectful of everybody. Let's have a good time and blah, blah, blah. But it's so like Sandorians to do something like that. And I didn't know what he was talking about. So I went into the Windursian chat, and they have a whole bunch of people chatting, and under every single person's comment, somebody went in there. So you scroll down in the Windursian chat and you see nothing but Sandorian flags everywhere. It was the funniest thing, and so Sandorian, like, not even kidding. I like the idea of fighting enemies to the normal music. It's like in Final Fantasy 7 after the Aerith death scene, where they're playing the sad song, and then you have to, after Aerith is killed, you have to fight Genova, listening to this freaking sad song through the whole fight, and you're sitting there crying and then while you're fighting Genova. It is so cool, you know, like there's just like little moments like that. Oh, I'm not enough mana. That sucks. Let's get one more Zaroon suit. Let's get one more Zaroon suit, and then we'll go fight the things. So I know that there are worms in here, but the thing about worms, they die so fast, and I don't really feel like there's anything comparable to just the sheer amount of rabbits all throughout Ronfar that that you can get rabbit hides from. I mean, some of the rabbits drop 2 freaking rabbit hides, dude. I kill rabbits and some of them drop 2 rabbit hides. Like literally Sandoria is just the best starting money in my opinion in the game, like period. So I am kind of like really excited to do stuff like that this time. I want to do all of Zillart. I want to have a freaking Kieran's Osode. You guys have no idea how much I want a Kieran's Osode. Like I want it so freaking Osode, whatever. However you want to pronounce it, I want one. Bad. Okay, so this is the best room. This is the best area, I would say, to farm if you want to make money based off of repeatable quests in Bastok that I've seen so far. Based on reading all the repeatable quests, you know, this one is going to knock out like basically like 3 different repeatables in one farm. The problem is on launch day, there's not going to be enough enemies to satisfy the amount of mobs that you're going to need. So that's the thing. That's kind of why I lean Sandoria, is because Sandoria is just a wealth of mobs. It's a wealth of enemies. Okay, and once you hit like around level 8, you can start going into Gelsba Outpost. You know, the low level area of Gelsba Outpost. You can really spread out, you know? And the areas have so many more enemies in here. Nice, one more Zaroon suit, guys. How many freaking these guys aren't dropping Flintstones as much as the other ones outside were. I only have 2 Flintstones. I need 2 more for a turn in, but it's only 100 gil. See what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on, Hattori? How you doing? Zaroon, cool. Another Flintstone, that's awesome. Legit. So we need 1 more Flintstone. So we have enough for 2 turn-ins of the Zaroon. We have more than enough for 2 turn-ins. Well, no, we don't. We have 1 extra item. I really appreciate that. That see, things like that. Little subtle changes like that, which actually have overwhelming implications, are exactly what I'm looking for in a private server to do. Some beast pet abilities getting reworked to make them better in parties. Oh, that would be legit. Hey, Taco, you still there? Me and Taco have a really good story about Beastmasters. Taco, you there? Oh, yeah, okay. So what EQ just said was what they're gonna do is they're going to, some of the abilities, some of the beast pet abilities are getting reworked to make them better in parties. Remember when we were in freaking, was it Valkyrie Dunes, and somebody shouted like level blah 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 beast warrior looking for party, and yes, then somebody screamed out in chat, somebody goes, go back to the jungle and fight, you stupid beastmaster, and everybody in the zone started laughing like crazy at the same fucking time. There was a beastmaster that was trying to get up in a party, and somebody just screamed out, go back to the jungle and fight, you stupid beastmaster. That was so funny, dude. To this day, I will never forget shit like that, like ever. Damn, didn't have to do him like that. Yes, he did. That was so hilarious. That's like, bro, like, you imagine that guy, he's like, hey guys, you want to party? And somebody just shuts you down. Like, imagine the look on his face. I imagine like a little Taru sitting there with their bouncy ball, really happy, like no care in the world. And all of a sudden somebody comes up and grabs a bouncy ball and kicks it across the freaking, like across the street, you know, over oncoming traffic. And just the look on their faces drops. That's what I imagine. I was a Bastok White Mage trial going. It's going pretty damn good, to be honest. But I will say Bastok is, hey, we got our Flintstone and our level up. I've talked about it multiple times on stream already, the Diablo story. Okay, I haven't told you guys yet though. Well, some of you guys may have heard the Charlie story. Okay, Taco, Orcish Grappler, he was a puppet master. Okay, and we were trying to fight Diablos. And Diablos kept on destroying us over and over and over again. Well, we tried to fight Diablos again. and we were doing pretty good. But then right towards the end, when he has like 10% health left, people just start dying one after another. And he's literally at like 1% and everybody dies except for Charlie. And then all of a sudden it says Charlie uses whatever weapon skill he uses, he hits Diablos, and it said Charlie defeats Diablos. And we all literally freaked out. I think we were like in the same room when it happened because I brought my PS2 to his house. And so we were like playing in the same room at the time, and he started screaming. We all started screaming so freaking loud, like the neighbors could hear us. It was the most amazing story ever. And that's what I'm talking about, why people are coming back to Final Fantasy XI, why Final Fantasy XI is still so popular after Square Enix has tried to kill it multiple times, okay? Is because I've played literally over a dozen MMOs, literally like well over that. And I played many of them for a long amount of time, especially World of Warcraft, which I was playing last week. I've been playing World of Warcraft extremely consistently for the last 2 years. And there's never been a time in all my years playing World of Warcraft where I've ever experienced anything even remotely as amazing as a dozen moments that I experienced in Final Fantasy XI. There's never been a time, and I don't think that ever will be. I don't think that there ever will be. You can't have rewards like this in games where rewards mean shit. Playing this game and going through all the things that you have to go through and the people that you have to meet and the parties that you have to join, and flying all the way to Kazam to replace somebody and say, hey guys, I'm ready, and they're like, actually we're all gonna break up. You're like, well fuck man, I just spent an hour getting here. And then somebody messages you and says, hey, you want to party in Kutham Island? We're in Duckfoot's Tower and you got to go all the way back over there. Like all these things, they add up to I earned it. When you get it, when you get that item, when you get that achievement, you earned it. It's yours, and there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that ever in any MMO that I've ever played, and I know Final Fantasy XI is a game, but it's more than a game to a lot of people. There's nothing else that you can freaking even, that holds a candle to it, nothing. I had a thing for her, and she came over to Preston's house one night. I remember telling you about this. And she came over to Preston's house one night. Preston and I were playing on our PS2 side by side. And she came over there and I was like, hey, look what I can do with my freaking Ranger. And I started showing her stuff. And she looked at me and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. And she walked away from me. I was like so embarrassed, dude. I thought that was cool. I thought that would like impress her, bro. Dude, like, I used to do some really dumb shit back in the days. I was like, no clue. Okay, so this quest here is called Minesweeper, and I have been spending a little over an hour in Zaroon Mines, and I have enough turn-ins for 3. I should have stuck it out and gotten 1 more Zaroon suit, which I didn't do, but I mean, obviously you can always go back in there and get more. So I have enough for 3 turn-ins. So I can't remember how much gil it gives you to turn it in, but we'll find out right now. Let me trade it in, and this is a way that you're gonna make money. You're gonna make money on day 1 if you're able to get claim of enemies, because there's gonna be a lot of people there. 150 gil, so that's 450 gil from doing these trade-ins right here. Almost 600 gil if I would have waited for 1 more, right? We are level 6, okay? We have been playing this game, this character for about 2.5 hours or so. Been playing a little bit over 2.5 hours. We've gotten to level 6. We have currently on us 556 gil. Plus, we have been able to get 2 stacks of earth crystals and 11 wind crystals. Almost 3 stacks of earth crystals, 11 wind crystals, and 1 water crystal. Got a pot of honey. Almost enough Zaroon suit to turn in another quest for 150 gil. Couple copper, a silver. Nothing really else of note. So yeah, that's what we got so far. The money to be made in Bastok is not going to really come until after you get to level 10, but I will talk about that in a little bit. Okay, it's the same amount of damage, so getting the maple wand over the onion rod is a better choice for you. Definitely a better choice for you. However, for white mage leveling purposes, after you're done with the maple wand at level 5, if you can afford it, you definitely want to get yourself a bronze hammer. It's damage 8. That's even better than the freaking sword. That's better than the bronze sword, for crying out loud. That's pretty good. That's really good. So definitely recommend getting that. Let's talk to Sororo here. Banish is 168, level 5. That's awesome. Go ahead and get that. What else do we got? Protect white mage level 7. We're level 6. We can't get protect yet. It's 263 gil. Poisana is level 6. We can get that for 216, but it says I'm not fighting any shrooms yet. If I was fighting shrooms, I would definitely want to get Poisana. Because if you get queasy shroomed by a mushroom, you'll die. Especially as a Galka, you don't have enough mana to keep yourself alive. But Banish is what we just bought. And that's going to be it for now. The rest of my money, I have 388 gil. With that money, I'm going to go ahead and buy myself the, what is it? The bronze rod? Bronze hammer? For sure. Let's do that. You got your name, Orcish Grappler? There's a +1 mind hat in Bastok. Would be perfect for your white mage. Yeah, I know about that hat. I have it on my list. But it's like you have to do work to get it. I can't remember what it is, so it's just not really worth it for me to get right now. Right now I'm kind of like, you know, in the whole go back to Zaroon mines and smack things mentality. Let's see how easy it is to kill these guys now. Whoa! Oh my god! It's like I'm using a great sword, dude. Dude, come on, man. Let's try this. Ah, 21 points of damage, dude. Wow, that's a lot of, I don't know if we're gonna kill him. Okay. Can I have enough magic for a cure? I have enough magic for 1 cure. How would I get bomb ash from a bomb? There's no bombs in the zone? Oh, I have benediction? Oh my god, that's legit, bro. I got benediction. I'm a gangster. I shouldn't need it though. We're gonna get this without benediction anyways. I forgot about benediction. Die, bro. Ooh, I got a crit. Alright, so we're trying. Oh, dude, that was an easy one too, bruh. Maybe we'll give him one. Not a lot of damage, dude. It should be like a fire, you know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. All right, guys, so I have played on this character about 3 hours, and we have gotten to level, let's see, we're at level 6, a little bit into level 6. We have 21 gil on us because we did spend some gil. We bought ourselves a bronze hammer, a bronze hammer. We did buy ourselves a maple wand earlier. We have also purchased Scroll of Dia and Scroll of Banish, and I believe those are the only scrolls that we have purchased. So we are out of Gil. Okay, however, there are some good quests that are still doable as we get a little bit later on in levels, like levels, let's say like around level 10 to 13 ish. There is definitely a way to grind. Also, if you want to do fishing, you can definitely come into some money. Definitely come into some money, and you can do that right away. So in the beginning, to get some money going right off the bat, just go right out the gates to Gustaberg and start killing worms. Okay, worms, get yourself 4 flintstones, get yourself to level 3, kill whatever you can. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, when we launch on Horizon on the 17th, there's going to be a lot of people playing, so it's not going to be one of those things where you can just, like, you know, farm this or farm that, or you're gonna have to kill whatever's available to you. So this stuff that I'm saying right now may not even be doable. Okay, however, ideally you would like to kill worms, get yourself however many flintstones you can get, at least 4, and you want to turn them in to the NPC Aquila in Bastok markets for quest Flash in the Pan. The thing about that quest is you can only turn in 4 every 15 minutes. Okay, so you just basically want to get yourself your 4. By then you'll be like level 3-ish, maybe a little bit into level 3 if you've been killing a lot of worms on the way to 3, and then you can go ahead and go to the mines. These areas are gonna be pretty camped. All right, more than likely what you're gonna end up doing is getting a group of friends together and going to some different grind spots and having a good time. I mean, seriously, on the first day you don't really necessarily want to have to be worried about money, but if you are worried about money, that's what I would do. Okay, there's also another repeatable quest after you change areas, and that one's called Gourmet. All right, and you can either trade in a sleep shroom, a Trent bulb, or a wild onion, and based on what you trade in, you're going to get a certain amount of gil, and that is in Bastok markets. Okay, there are some items of note that I would highly recommend. Okay, there is a Spada Sword quest in Sandoria that is rather hard to do. It requires you to get a revival tree root. Now, you can get a Spada Sword in Bastok way easier. Okay, there are the young Quidavs that are in Gustaberg, level like 5 to 8 or something like that. I think they said. I think I looked that up on the guide. That's what level they are, and they drop a shell shield. It's not a very high drop rate, you know, moderate to low drop rate, but they drop it. I've gotten it many times before in the past. I only killed 2 of them today on stream. I didn't get it, but when you get that shell shield, you can do the quest in Port Bastok, and you trade the shell shield in basically for a Spada Sword. Spada Sword is a level 9 sword. I think I could be wrong, but I believe it has 11 damage on it, and that's pretty freaking good. If you're a warrior or a red mage, you're gonna want to use that sword. Thieves, sorry, you can't use the Spada Sword, but it's a phenomenal sword if you are a warrior or a red mage. And if you're not and you get the sword, sell it on the auction house or put it in your bank. You'll need it eventually, more than likely. Everybody needs a warrior sub. Okay, then you got Quidav's Curse, which is another quest where you get a Quidav backplate, and that one obviously drops off of, I think, the higher Quidavs in Gustaberg, and not the youngins, or maybe it might drop off the youngins too, but the quest is called Quidav's Curse. It's in Port Bastok, and from doing that you get the Bronze Sublugar. Okay, Bronze Sublugar is good pants. They're 1 defense better than the pants that you start with. They're usable by all sorts of classes, so that's kind of something that you don't necessarily want to go out of your way to get. But if you can work it into, if you randomly are killing Quidavs and you get a Quidav backplate, go do the quest, turn it in, get yourself the Bronze Sublugar, because you will use it. Okay, 2 other pieces of gear that I would definitely be on the lookout for. One is for a quest called Hearts of Mithril, and you get to Sitabaki for a monk. and highly recommend doing it. Quest is in Bastok Mines, so I would definitely do that one. Also, the Wisdom of Elders gets you, somebody reminded me about that earlier, I can't remember who it was in chat, but the Wisdom of Elders, the only reason why I didn't do that one, because it's good for White Mage, the Traveler's Hat. You have to kill a bomb, okay? And it's level 6, it's Monk, White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, Thief. You get 3 defense and 1 mind, so it's a good hat. But you also get that from Port Bastok. But think about it, you need a bomb ash, and the bombs are like level 8 to 10 in North and South Gustaberg. I believe bombs only spawn at night. I only got to level 6, so I'm not going anywhere near a bomb. I'll get destroyed. But when I get higher level, you definitely want to do that, okay? Okay, so if you want to make money and you don't want to deal with competing for mobs, you do have a way in Bastok, and you can fish, okay? I don't know anything about fishing, never really fished before in the game, but if you do like fishing, there's a quest called Buckets of Gold. It's in Bastok Markets. They want you to fish up 5 rusty buckets, and it is repeatable, and every time you turn in 5 rusty buckets, you get 300 gil. That is going to add up to quite a bit of money. I don't know how fast the drop rates are on the buckets, but you also get a title from it, okay? Bucket Fisher, which is kind of cool. But 300 gil reward every time you turn it on. That's every time you turn it in, rather. That's a good amount of money, okay? But some people in chat were also telling me the best money that you're going to make, and they did it when they used to play 11, and it's called The Cold Light of Day. And there is a spawned NPC, a popped NPC called Bubbly Bernie. I think that's his name. Let's see, Bubbly Bernie, yeah. And you have to run a little ways to get to him, but you have to trade these cues to him. I think you get them through fishing, okay? Or you can get them in the auction house, which won't have any on the first day. Or I think there might be some from an NPC somewhere and you can buy them. I think, maybe, possibly. But if you're gonna be fishing to do the Buckets of Gold quest, then you can hold on to all the cues that you get, and then once you get minimum level 10, more than likely to be on the safe side, you want to be around level 12. You can basically do this quest over and over again. It is a decent amount of running to and from the spawn point, but it's 500 gil every single time you turn it in. And it's, like I said, it's repeatable, and it's a spawned enemy, so there's no competition for the enemy pool. So that is what I recommend in the realm of quests. You can also quest for the map of the Guzgan Mines, the map of the Dangraf Wadi, and if you want the map of the Zaroon Mines, you have to buy that one from one of the magical maps people. But as far as the Dangraf Wadi and the Guzgan Mines, you can do those quests if you want the maps now. Honestly, I don't think you really need the Dangraf Wadi until you're ready to get the what is it, the grass or whatever, I can't remember the name of it, for your chocobo. I think you need that. I think you get that in Dangraf Wadi if I'm not mistaken. So but you probably don't need to worry about that until like you're in your late teens or like right around level 20. Then you can quest, and everybody will want to quest to do that map anyways, okay? This is in Bastok Markets, okay? You have down here on the southwest of it by the South Gustaberg entrance, there is in you got a bunch of different like potions and everything over here, you know, whatever. But your weapons and armors, main weapons and armors, are going to be right here. There's 2 NPCs in each one of these locations that sell a bunch of different weapons and armors. I think there might be 3 in the weapons place. I could be wrong. Maybe even in the armors place too. There's quite a few NPCs that sell weapons and armors in here. So I would definitely check out those. If you go up here to Sororo's Scribe and Notary, there's a couple NPCs in here who sell spells. Okay, if you are a caster, this is where you want to go for that. Okay, so I found the shield guy. Somebody told me about him. Deej's armor, you got to go like up some stairs in Bastok Mines. He's right in here. It's his Galka right here. And he does sell some shields, okay, and some other things. But really, the things that stick out are down here. The Luon shield, it's only 1 defense, but it's also only 132 gil. The thing about the shields is it's not just the 1 defense, it's also when you're fighting enemies, every now and then you'll notice if you're wearing a shield, your character will go like this and hold the shield up, and it's kind of like you and you look and they did a little bit less damage than they normally would. So that's kind of, in my opinion, the reason to get the shield, is because it gives you the ability to actually block, which is way more which is way better for you than the 2 defense. There's a maple than the 1 defense. There is a maple shield that's 667 gil. I would only get this if you are like 100% set on tanking, you 100% can't get anything else from an NPC like the shell shield in Bastok from the Quadavs, which you can easily get. I would probably use that. If you can get the shell shield is 2 defense, 1 vitality, -2 agility. Okay, you're losing 2 agility, but you're gaining a vitality and you're getting 2 defense. I think for a tank, that is an even trade. Not an even trade, but I think that's a worthwhile trade. Let me put it that way. You also get some defense, some water defense. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'll be live again tomorrow, more than likely, unless I'm editing video. But one of these nights when I go live, we're just gonna do a fireside chat. I'm literally gonna go into one of the inns. We're gonna do it like RP style, okay? I'm gonna go into like Sandoria, turn the music off, go into one of the inns in Sandoria, put on some like, in the background, some like freaking, background, wood burning fireplace or something like that. And we're just gonna chill and we're gonna talk. I want to hear all your stories. I want to hear all the coolest things that have happened to you in Final Fantasy. I want to hear all the worst things that have happened to you. I want you guys to give me dish on freaking old, link shell gossip. I want to hear everything. I just want to have a conversation and just chill with you guys, where I'm not like playing the game, but we're talking about it and we're kind of like playing in spirit. Okay, so we may do that tomorrow, but I hope you guys will show up for it, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. But anyways, guys, thank you. Taco, was nice seeing you. Take care, guys.